Despite the fact that the WNBA has lost money each and every year of its existence, and some of the owners can't even afford to put their players on private planes, so they got to fly commercial, all these things. All it took was one man to solve some of the problems in the WNBA, and that was Alex Stein. Alex Stein has done it with one simple troll of what is believed, I suppose, what is rumored to be a woman in Brittney Griner. Alex Stein has accomplished more than the WNBA could have done in 20 years. Mercury star Brittney Griner is now approved to fly charter for the rest of the WNBA season. Alex Stein retweets that. You're welcome, ladies, at WNBA.
Yep.
And yes, because the WNBA has to protect Brittney Griner, because they can't have her ask simple questions by Alex Stein in the airport that the mainstream media refuses to actually ask her, they are now giving her specific leeway to fly private through the rest of the season. Brittney Griner will fly on charter planes after Alex Stein incident. Alex Stein seemingly managed to do something for Brittney Griner. No amount of complaining from critics or the WNBA PA were able to get charter flights. If that's true, she and her Phoenix Mercury teammates owe him a gift card or one of those fruit bouquets you send people when they have surgery or their aunt dies. According to ESPN, the Mercury will be changing their travel plans and allowing Griner to fly charter. Now, this is after this happened. I think we remember this moment.
And before you play,
what's that?
I was going to say, before you play that, you know that YouTube gave him a strike for hateful content for this. Mm-hmm. Wow.
It was for, I think it was for the aftermath, but it was a strike for talking about Brittney Griner. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. Go support Alex Stein. Shout out to Primetime with Alex Stein. Go subscribe.
Version of that. I know you kill it on the court, but he kills it in real life. Is it true you had to have sex with Vladimir Putin to get released from Russia, Britt?
Get out of the way, dog.
Britt.
Get out of the way.
Britt, is it true you had to...
Get out of the way.
What about his wife?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to talk to Brittney. Hey, Britt. Do you still want to boycott America, Brittney? Well, get off me.
Now, this is all this was. There was no threats of violence. There was nothing like that. Alex Stein trolling, asking some questions, and that is enough for the WNBA to make special exception for Brittney Griner just to protect her. It's so fucking pathetic.
Yeah, it is. I mean, if I'm the other players in the WNBA, I'm be like, where is my chartered flight? Where's my private plane? I mean, this is ridiculous, man. The WNBA, if and when they ever get really, really popular, they will not know how to handle the media. Because right now, nobody talks about the WNBA unless it's Brittney Griner. Now, what is this actually going to do for the team when it comes to the locker room? Because when teams are traveling, Brittney Griner is not going to be on the plane. She's going to be flying in luxury while all of the other players are going to be flying commercial. This ain't fair to the other players. I mean, if you're going to make a change, make the whole change for the whole league. But we know they don't have the money.
Yeah. Well, and that's what they're going to be asking for. I think the other players are going to take advantage of this and try to use it as look, it's not safe for us to fly commercial. We all need charter flights. I think that's the next step. Go ahead, Beardo.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think eventually this is going to allow other women in the WNBA to say, hey, listen, I don't feel protected. Why is Brittney Griner any more of a special case than I am? And then eventually they're all going to be flying charter where, like what John said, you have to ask, who the hell's paying for this? Is this coming out of the owner's pocket? Is the NBA paying
NBA
for this?
Is paying for this.
Right. So, I mean, at that point, that's just, more added cost of the NBA to fund the WNBA now that they're flying charter flights. It's man, but yeah, the other women are going to start complaining now too.
So there are some. The reason that they don't allow it is because there are a couple franchises that could afford to do charter flights, but a lot of them can't. And since a lot of them can't, they don't allow charter flights other than very specific instances because it would be a competitive advantage for the teams that actually have the money to do so. So that's the reasoning behind it. But obviously they're making an exception now. Apparently competitive advantage doesn't matter when it comes to Brittney Griner. You basically already have a man playing in the WNBA. So I guess they've decided that competitive advantage doesn't matter. In that case, they've already ignored it for a long time by ignoring Brittney Griner's Adam's apple. So maybe that is the route they decided to take with that.
Well, think it is. Only Alex Stein is the only person that has actually approached Brittney Griner. And it really was nothing. Nobody else really actually even cares about Brittney Griner. I mean, she was not in harm's way when it came to the Dallas airport at all. Alex Stein wasn't even trying to invade her private space, because you look at him. He was walking backwards. He wasn't really trying to invade her private space.
He never really got that close to her.
No, he wasn't that close to her.
Obviously, all right. Now, obviously, would I want somebody to come up to me in public and do that? No. Obviously, I fucking wouldn't.
But guess what? When popular NBA players go out there in public, what happens? The media
get talked to. They got to ask questions.
The media is going to go out there and they're going to ask questions. If a player gets in trouble, I'm pretty sure if the media saw John Morant right now on the street, they're going to flood up to him. They're going to say, "Hey, why did you have that gun? Do you think the suspension was fair? What do you think of Adam Silver in the NBA dropping this suspension on it?" They're going to ask all those questions. Very similar to what Alex Stein was actually asking Brittney Griner.
The biggest difference is the media hasn't asked Brittney Griner any of those actual questions.
No tough questions.
They've treated her with kid gloves, some stupid bitch who brought illegal drugs into a foreign country right before this big freaking global scale conflict happened between Ukraine and Russia, got locked up. We ended up delivering someone who's responsible for the proliferation of a ton of different weapons out there that have been used against United States interests. We ended up releasing that person, the merchant of death, in order to get fucking druggy, criminal, piece of shit Brittney Griner, who hates America, back from Russia. So yeah, she should get have her feet held to the fire a little bit and get asked some tough questions. But up until Alex Stein, no one had that chance.
Yep, people's frustration with the entire situation, the fact that they haven't been asking her this question, that frustration lingers. Like, just listen to us. We're still, trying to make it make sense. A WNBA player who hates America, who, was detained for arrested for bringing weed into a different country for the merchant of death, a worldwide, arms dealer. You kidding me?